Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make a stationary folio for your desk, or you can use it on the go. You can stick it in your purse, in your briefcase, your bag, whatever. If you like to take notes, write letters, anything like that. These would make great gifts, give away at Christmas time or like for birthdays for your coworkers, any time of the year. Anybody that, likes to have a little stationery with them and they're good to go. And you could always add a pen with it. Now, I didn't add a pen with this today, but you can do that. So, I started out with a 12 by 12 sheet of scrapbook paper, and we're just going to fold it a couple of times. So we're just going to fold it in half at the 6-inch mark. And you can score it or you don't have to score it, but you can burnish your edges down good with your bone folder or anything that you have to use. And then open it back up. Now you can see I inked a little bit. And just fold your pockets up however deep that you think you want your pockets. I did this about 4 1/4. So if you want a shallower pocket and a longer folio, you can just fold it up less than that. But that's just a for instance to go by, and that's what I made mine. And then we're just going to fold it in half again. Try to even up your edges. Now, after we glue our pockets up, we may have to trim just a little tiny bit off of the edge. And that's just pretty normal because your pockets are going to go out a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue my pockets. I'm going to glue the two outside and the center line. This is just a really quick and easy project. And like I say, it would be a great gift giving idea. I like to have paper on my desk. I always make notes. I can't say I really write letters anymore because I used to love to sit down and write letters. But then over the years, I don't know. I just kind of, I guess, got busy and lost interest in that. But I still have stamps because I mail stuff, and I like to have paper to write on. I have envelopes because I use envelopes for my mail and I use envelopes for my crafting. So that's something that's not going to go away with me. A lot of people don't need any of that stuff anymore, but there are people that like to be able to write letters, or send cards or anything like that in the mail. So now I'm going to round my outside corners. Simply because I like them rounded. I think it makes them look nice, but that's completely up to you. I lightly inked around this. It doesn't show up too much on this paper. You can ink or you don't have to ink. And I really like the design in this paper. Now when I get done doing the inside, I gotta grab something to put on the front because I actually forgot. Well, we got that far. What can I say? Now, we're going to have a pocket over here. And I figured we could just, I only grabbed 3 envelopes out. We could put envelopes in this side. And then I made a little paper pad for over here. But before we do all of that, we're going to decorate these pockets. And this is what I'm going to do. Seeing how it's a stationary folio, I thought I would just put, and I'm going to round this bottom corner just to make it even or make it match. And that'll set like that. And then I think I want to round this bottom corner. Make sure I have my flowers going the right way. I don't think this is a dimensional. I think they're going every which way. So I'll just round this corner. And then I'm just going to glue them down like that. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Now, I got this idea from Scrapbooking with Me. It was one of her old videos. I just thought it was just the cutest little idea. So, thought I would give it a whirl. See how mine turned out. And I thought maybe everyone would be interested in a stationery folio. I'm sure you've seen them before, but a lot of the times each one is a little bit different, which makes it good. Because you don't want everything to always just be the same. I'm going to glue this on here, and I'm leaving little borders. Hopefully I'm in the camera. I'm leaving little borders so each part shows. Now, I decided on this yellow paper because of this yellow flower, even though it's going to be covered up. There's only a little tiny bit there, but there's one on the back. And I really liked that yellow color. That stuck out to me the most. So I figured we would make pockets out of the yellow. And then this paper here, I don't think I had any more of this. So this paper here, kind of, you know, it's floral, and this was floral. It's a little bit different, but I thought it went good with that. So that's why I chose that. And we're going to do this pocket over here. So I have to round these 2 corners. I think I want this one. Do I want it going this way? The big flower's going that way, so we'll just do it like this. So I'm going to round these 2 corners. I really like sitting and watching the old videos that different ones have done, because it's like forgotten ideas and you can bring them back to life again. So these are also going to sit like this. Oops, that's a little cockeyed. So, how's everyone doing today? everyone is doing good. Getting a lot of crafting done. Can't say I'm getting a lot of crafting done. I think I just have too many other things going on, but now I got this done because them just look a little plain. So I thought I would just add some lace. Let me put that on this side because this goes this way. Because, you know, this is going to be on our desk or in our purse or our bag. So I thought I would just decorate it up a little bit with some lace. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I would run this all the way across, but I think that would mess with my my fold, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run it almost to the fold. Now, if you have double-sided paper too, your white background won't show, and if you only have single-sided, you know, you can stamp on it or just ink it. I just figured as long as it was just a little folio, it didn't matter that the inside was white. And I'm going to cut this off about there. I guess I could stretch it just a little bit more. There we go. Now it's kind of a thin, dainty lace, so it's not going to show up really, really bright. But when you open it up and look at it, you'll see that there's lace there. Now, if I could cut straight, that would also be a good thing. I better close this glue up before I dry it out. It'll clog my tip up again. So then I'm going to put glue across here. And it's not going to set too fast, so I'll just put glue down here. Make sure I didn't go down into my pocket with that. And if you don't want to put lace on it, you could always cut your little thumb notches. But I thought the lace really looked cute. I like that. Maybe some people think it's overkill. But if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. Just do that there. And that there, and that there. Be like assembly line gluing. I like doing stuff in an assembly line style. Kind of doesn't take quite as long. And the Fabri-Tac it sets up pretty good, but it doesn't set up that fast, so it gives you a few seconds there. All right, so there's that. Now in these pockets, oh well, let me put this on. I think I have 10 sheets of paper here, and they're double-sided. It was just out of a book, and I just cut it to size. So I stapled them together. I'm just going to use some of this paper here, just so it kind of matches. And then I'm just going to glue this on as my header. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because I think it'll hold a little bit better. Should have laid my bottle down instead of standing it up. And then I'm just going to slide it right in there. Kind of even it up a little bit. And I made my notepad. Let me see. It's about 7 inches long and 5 1/8 inch wide. So it's a good size notepad. And then on top of this, where did I put my lace? I'm also going to put some lace just to dress that up a little bit. Now you could make these up and have them partially finished. Then when you get ready to use them or give them as your gifts, then you could finish gussying it up to however the person that's receiving it or you would want it to be finished. Okay, so there's that. And on this side, we're going to put the envelopes in, and these are just the smaller envelopes. I don't know if they're 4 by 6 or what they are, 3 by something. 6.5 by 3, just over 3.5. So we can put them in there. Then they can write their letter, put it in there, address it, and I'm going to have a little faux stamp pad in here, or a stamp book. So I just cut these out. These were just printables, and I inked around them. I just cut a piece of paper in a rectangle, inked around it to make it look like the stamps. But when you have your regular stamp book, then you could stick your stamp book in the little pocket. I didn't ink the back of it. What was I thinking? I don't know. Must not have been thinking. And then this I cut off of junk mail that I got, so I thought that would just make it look like my stamp book. So I'm going to glue that on there. And when you get your real stamps, you know, you just take this out and put your real stamps in there. thought it made a cute little faux stamp book. Okay, so there's our stamps, and that just sits down in there. Then, that seeing how it was stationary, we could use these little tags that look like little postcards to go in these envelopes. So see, if you had postcards, regular postcards, you could stick them in your stationery kit, and you can journal on the back of these. So I stuck them in there. Then I thought for this little pocket over here, I would put in some more writing space, and I just have these little tags. They're just little printables. So we can stick them down in there. Then in this pocket, I liked these because we have some flowers on here. So I just wanted to add some flowers. So we can journal on the back of these. And I just lightly inked around them and stuck them in there. Now isn't that cute? Now that's a nice stationery set. Anybody would like to get that. I even like that. Maybe I'll have to make my daughter one. I think she would like that real well. All right, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my front, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, so this is what I come up with. I don't want to decorate it too much because I like the flowers on it. So I just stamped out notes and such. So I think that's all I'm going to put on the front of it. I don't think it'll get lost in the flowers. I just think that that's what I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these down. I'm not going to put anything behind them. I lightly inked around the outside. So I think it'll show up good enough. But you know, you can decorate yours however you want it. So if you want it just for notes, that fits the bill. And if you want it for writing letters, well, that fits the such. In either case, we have all of our bases covered here. And I'm not good at stamping, so I didn't want to do it on video. My H is a little cockeyed, but we won't worry about that. And if you want like a tie or something around it, you can tie it just laying on the desk. I think it lays just fine. So we'll just open it up, take one last browse. We have our envelopes. We have our little postcard tags. We have our stamp pocket. And we have our writing pad. And these little journal cards and these little journal cards. And then if you wanted anything on the back, you could just add it. But let me know down in the comments what you think. I think this turned out really cute. So I hope you come back to see me for my next video. And everyone have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.